of China.
Mr. President, China has noted the report of the Special Rapporteur and expresses concern over the violation of international human rights law and IHL and the possible international crimes related to attacks on education, facilities, and religious and cultural rights. Sites. China is highly concerned over the human rights situation of the region, firmly supports the just cause of the Palestinian people to restore their legitimate national rights, condemn all actions that harm innocent civilians, and calls for immediate lasting ceasefire to effectively alleviate humanitarian disaster in Gaza. China welcomes the recent adoption of the resolution by the Emergency Special Session of UNGA calling for immediate, unconditional, permanent ceasefire by all parties to the conflict reflects the consensus of the overwhelming majority of the member states. China regrets that some countries have ignored the long-standing sufferings of the Palestinian people. All countries are duty-bound to abide by international human rights law and IHL's. International community should take all necessary action to stop all the illegal activities, hold those responsible accountable to work together to effectively promote and protect human rights. Thank you, Mr. President.
Merci. Je donne la parole.
Thank you. I give the floor to the distinguished representative of Vietnam.
Mr. President, Vietnam is deeply concerned about the continued escalation of violence and the worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza. We strongly call for the protection of civilians and civilian infrastructure, which is indispensable for the survival of the population. Vietnam urges all parties to exercise maximum restraint, uphold the UN Charter and international law, and fully comply with relevant UN resolutions, and to provide provisional measure of the International Court of Justice. We call for more effective measures to ensure uninterrupted humanitarian relief for civilian population in Gaza and other affected areas. We support the indispensable role of UNRWA in delivering essential assistance and services to the Palestinian people, and we call for all efforts to ensure its safe, effective, and continuous operation. Vietnam reaffirms its unwavering support for the Palestinian people in exercising their right to self-determination and fulfilling their legitimate aspiration for full membership in the United Nations. We strongly advocate for a two-state solution that ensures the establishment of an independent and sovereign state of Palestine based on the pre-1967 borders, in accordance with international law and relevant UN resolution. I thank you.
Merci. Je donne la parole.
Thank you. I give the floor to the distinguished representative of Honduras. President, Honduras wishes to thank the Special Rapporteur for the presentation of her report, and we seize this opportunity to express our support for her mandate and our recognition for the valuable work that she does. We very much regret the ongoing worsening of the humanitarian situation. This is heightening the suffering of women and children, according to figures from the UN, show that more than 1 million people have been forcibly displaced, and 500,000 people are facing hunger, and many more have food insecurity. Access to drinking water continues to be very limited, and the health system is on the brink of collapse. In this sense, we reiterate our urgent call for an immediate lifting of the blockade, which is obstructing aid, and there must be a permanent ceasefire. We take note of the information in the report on the 8 economic sectors that are facilitating or worsening the occupation and the humanitarian crisis. We therefore value the recommendations that have been included in the report and believe there must be national, international solutions that settle the situation and sanction corporations. We reiterate our commitment to international law. We will continue to promote for the respect of dignity and the right of the Palestinian people. Thank you, sir.
Merci.
Thank you. Is the delegation of Botswana in the room? I believe they are absent, and so I give the floor to the delegation of Sudan.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have reviewed the report of Ms. Special Rapporteur that has shed light on the role of economic actors in the violation of human rights, especially the displacement of Palestinians, confiscation of land, expansion of settlements, and related economic activities. We reaffirm the responsibility on transnational corporations in accordance with international law, especially when complicit in genocide. Sudan condemns the grave violations documented in the report. We express our full solidarity with the Palestinian people that has faced for decades all forms of violations. We reaffirm the right of the Palestinian people to self-determination and the